face off. We're gonna talk your face off. We're gonna talk your face off. 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 Talk your face off.
Hey!
Yo.
What's up?
Yo.
Different.
Am I close enough or too far?
I don't know.
We got to figure out where to stand.
You just have to
now.
tilt down.
Tilt down.
Too much headroom. There you go. That's better.
There.
That's better. That's all.
Saturn V, Minnesota
Headroom
here.
thing.
Well, you know, max headroom style.
Yep.
What's going on, everybody?
Minnesota here. Enjoying the 4 dice.
Ooh.
Thanks, Pablo.
Oh, hey.
5.
Saturn V. Oh, yeah. How's it going? He's the one that got the 4 dice that allowed Olivia to get the 8-scale buggy. So I don't know if you saw, but I'm talking to Saturn V. Olivia had an awesome season after she got her buggy. She ended up going and getting second in the season points in dirt, and then she found the top of the podium in the last race of the season.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, and that's all due to Saturn V buying the 4 dice, which allowed us to get the new car. So much appreciated. And now I'm tearing up tires because I'm going even more El Cheapo. I'm going to do a video on this. So we got like a Rubbermaid, like a clear storage container thing.
Clear one?
Yep. And I'm going to put a bunch of buggy, because we have so many buggy and truck tires that the tires are worn out and they're glued down. Apparently, if you cut the rubber off and then you put them in there and put like a pint of what's it called? Acetone.
Mm-hmm.
It'll soften up the glue and you can peel the bead off and then reuse the tires.
Sometimes melts it, depending on the plastic.
Well, I'm not soaking it.
No, I didn't either. It was sitting on a brick above it.
What?
Yeah. To me, like could not replace some wheels.
Oh no.
Monster truck ones, yeah.
Ouch.
Irreplaceable. And I wanted to put different tires on them.
Yeah.
Melted.
Oh.
Yeah, it sucked.
Well, luckily I have probably 8 pairs of rears and 8 pairs of fronts at least.
Yeah.
To experiment on. So
now you're trying to reuse the wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, just the wheels.
Yep.
So what you do is for those that don't know, you probably know. You cut the tire off and then you just leave like the little bead that's left on the tire, and the gas from the acetone softens up the glue and you can peel them off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought I had...
That's not what I did. I put the whole thing in because it does the same thing, but you should be able to just squeeze the tires and have them peel off. But that, to me, a plastic that was it literally melted.
That's
like,
crazy.
Talk about a mess. Like, it was so crazy.
Ugh.
And then people are like, you didn't do Tamiya wheels, did you? I'm like, yes.
No. Why would I do that?
No, it just melts everything. You guys are liars. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I can't
Going
find
on family
my
crawlers. Dirk, I see Travis is here. El Rey, Metal RC, Ruts, Ed Duchemin, RCG guy Cleats. A bunch of people jumping in already. Double A day.
Yeah, what was his question? He said he lives in Ridgefield, but he had a question.
He said it earlier.
Where is he?
Dirk.
Vancouver saying hi. What's up, Larry?
Oh, he's asking Larry T. Hodgson, are you into crawling?
Oh, gotcha.
He was asking somebody else.
Gotcha.
He was telling him where he lives.
Gotcha.
Man, speaking of crawling, that's all I'm into right now. these days. So all I'm able to do is the
Yep.
crawling.
Yeah.
I'm actually at the point of like, I think I'm going to flatten my side yard. It's getting weedy and whatever. So it's easier, I think, at this point to just order fresh dirt in the spring.
In the spring, yeah.
If I'm wanting to get back into it. So just start fresh.
That's kind of where I'm at now. I think I really want to put it back together so I can do a rally course back there.
Mm-hmm.
And I have something coming that would really help motivate that. Actually, I got the notification and it arrived at the shop today. So I was like, after I left.
More than have it coming. It's here.
Yeah. And so I'm
back
like, so now I got to go back there and level everything. But the bad thing is, for some reason, we grew a lot of like ground covering and so like little like mossy stuff back there. And
Moss
so now
is cool,
though. Yeah. But so now what I got to, huh?
On rocks. It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's on your dirt.
It's on the dirt. Yeah. So I've got to till it all up, kind of a thing, and no bueno.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just thinking it's kind of like time for a refresh with it anyway.
Yeah.
But it's easier to start fresh with it, I feel like.
It's totally easier. So I had at one time 2 X-Acto knives floating around.
None now.
I can't find it. Well, what you can't see is the chaos on this desk because I had to move everything. Yeah, well, and normally I have a knife on me too, but I changed into gym shorts.
Basically.
Yep. I changed into gym shorts because it was too hot down here. And I was like, nope, not wearing my pants down here. Doing the no pants dance. So.
Yep.
So you know.
Not going to say anything about that. We'll just let that one slide. Just let it go.
This will not be a Jeffrey Toobin style no pants dance.
I have some RC things to talk about.
What?
Yeah, right.
Wait a minute.
Go in there.
Do we just become best friends?
Maybe.
Yup.
It's not minis, so probably not. I did troll Harley for a little bit today on the Sky News. Yeah.
For what? For how much he hated on Element?
Oh no, I didn't troll on that. Somebody else did in the comment. They said this is no longer news. This is editorial comments from.
Okay, so you know what's funny? I was sitting there listening to it, and I was like, "When did this become CNN?" Like, it's like, what? Fake news. We've got to make the fake news shirts. Still got to.
That's not what I thought. It was fine. I mean, it's not news. I mean, it is news. It's like editorial / news. It's an update about what's coming out. That's news, right? It's relevant.
Okay.
Except that it's his take on it, right? So it's editorialized news at that
That's
point.
His story, and he's sticking to it.
Yeah, I dig it. I mean, I'm curious about people's opinions on things, so
yeah,
I'm good with it. But his last image was like in front of his face, and it kept looking like he was trying to like look around it. There's like that image there, and just the way he was talking, it looked like he was kind of peeking around it. Because normally they're off to the side and up, and it just looked like it didn't get whatever.
Just floating.
It's just, it's like, oops. And I get it. Like those things happen, you don't realize it, and it's up and it's there.
Yeah.
And I just said, hey, we'd appreciate it if you could put all of the pictures in front of your face. Thanks for your consideration.
Maybe just do voiceovers.
Right?
Can you make this a voiceover channel? That would be great. Maybe just
pictures of RC stuff right there the whole time. Anyway, I couldn't help myself. Like it was the first thing that came to my mind was, he's doing something different. And then I realized, nope. I think it's just a mistake. I'm going to blast him all I can. So
that's awesome.
Like I would hope he would do to me as well.
Yeah.
So in a way of pointing it out, but also being kind of funny with it. So
yeah.
But his point, he did ask at the end about the pre-orders.
Yeah.
Which is also a little bit editorialized because they don't release theirs until you order it, it's shipping like
right
same day pretty much. Or that's how they used to do it. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they still do
Is
that.
that still how they do it? Okay.
Yeah, I think
Felt
with the
like it was.
optic, I feel like the optic they sold out fast, maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought they when they show it, it's ready.
Right. So, and I joked, I'm like, I feel like it's getting to the point where we're going to do everything as a Kickstarter and then like, people hated it. Let's just ditch it. Which
Yeah.
that did happen. Like that,
Staging light.
the Kraken people,
The
fifth scale,
fifth scale.
they were going to do
gas.
a 10th scale, basically razor.
Oh.
They were going to do a 10th scale. They were trying to come in with, I can't remember what they were going to call it. Somebody said it in the comments. But they usually make 10th or 5th scale stuff.
Yeah.
The Vector or whatever, like
Pretty rad looking stuff.
really cool stuff. And, I was like, man, I'd love to have a 10th scale from them. And I put in on it. Like I did the Kickstarter. I paid up.
Yeah.
But, got it back because they didn't get
Okay.
enough interest. But I feel like, Horizon's really done it a lot ever since the whole snafu with the motorcycle got them.
Done it as in what, the pre-order stuff?
Yeah. So it's almost like they know
Yeah.
how much to order or get in first run. Because those NASCARs, that pre-order was well before they came out.
Right.
And it was like, you knew it wasn't going to be months. And it's kind
And
of
they
like,
still sold out, right?
how many of each livery do we, like, I don't know if they like prioritized at that point then, like, oh, we're going to need more of these bodies. I don't know. But I know that there was so much of a kerfuffle with the motorcycle and people being mad that they didn't get one and they thought that they'd ordered.
I thought a lot of
early
that
enough, then-
was shipping stuff, though. I didn't think that was
No, orders were lost. It was also when they had just switched over their database.
right.
And so some orders were lost. So there was other things on top of it,
Perfect storm.
but it was a perfectly terrible storm for them. Plus wildly popular, like like way beyond, I think, expectation. But even, I mean, I guess it makes sense and doesn't. Even if you do a pre-order on that, if you have numbers like that, you're not going to be able to meet it anyway, even on pre-order. And then you're really going to feel like, hey, I got shafted. Like I was on the pre-order list.
Yeah.
Not just the order list, but like they'd already sold out.
Red Cat
You're
does
pretty
that
much
a lot
thinking
too.
you're getting one.
Yeah.
When you sign up for a pre-order.
Right.
But then it's like, do they just keep all of them until they have enough to meet the pre-order demand? I mean, how do they do it? What do they like? What's the benefit of it versus just here's what we got. They sold out. They'll be available again when we get more. I don't know.
Yeah. I've pre-ordered once, and it was for tires, and I ended up canceling because it was like, why am I waiting this long for tires? You know what I mean? Like I think it was on the Trepadors that I got now.
Okay.
I think or it might have been the Bajas for Proline, but I pre-ordered them, and I'm like, this is taking forever. Like for tires, you know what I mean?
Proline
like,
ones,
huh?
On Proline.
Yeah.
And that's what the thing was about, was a Proline something that he was asking because they were taking pre-orders.
Yeah.
For 1.5s, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. And it just took forever with the one that I tried to get, and I was just like,
dude, yeah.
I've
had it with some other things where I did it, and then I even forgot that I'd ordered it, and then it shows up. I'm like,
right?
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
I totally forgot that I'd spent a ton of money on this and had it like tied up in this for months. There it is. Do I still need this, or what should I, like, yeah, you lose that. I don't know. For me, you start to lose that element of like, oh my gosh, this is the new, and I got it. And it's just, and you're like, you get people excited and then they wait and then they get it. And it's like, if I were still doing videos on new stuff coming out, I'd probably be like,
So, okay.
I feel like doing a new video on it. It felt like forever since they did their release info on it.
Here's a good like example that's current that I'm not really dealing with, because it's so that Relarlo car, right? Yep. It's been on the books.
Yeah, people know about it
for a long time. And so I think I can say this. I don't see why not, but like our videos due like on the 22nd of November or something like that. And it got here today,
Right.
which is awesome. But they've been like doing a lot of release marketing for it,
Yeah.
which is great. But it's like it's already kind of out there. Why can't we just make a video of it now? Kind of, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
versus waiting so long for like if there was no marketing for it, I could totally see waiting till the 22nd. Makes sense,
Right.
right? And start rolling out marketing before that. But they've been marketing for like 2 months for this thing already, almost.
Right.
So
But now they want people to say what it actually is like because they've been doing the marketing.
right,
So, yeah, I kind of wonder, and some people, I don't know, we could get into conspiracies here if we want.
yeah,
Like, I wonder sometimes if it's like, oh, holy crap, somebody just dropped something. You know, like we've been pushing this or we've been working on this. Now we've got to
oh
show
yeah,
that
yeah.
we have something.
We got to
too
stay
to do.
relevant. Yeah.
Like, I really don't understand why they announced that low C NASCAR so early. And then they didn't have run footage of it. And then when they did, it was like
Man,
Mark Santa Maria and
Yeah.
RC Driver at an event running it on something they set up for him to run it.
yeah,
And they were like the demo one. So they didn't even have like real product yet. And they were.
right.
So it's interesting to me. Like, did they what was the reason? Like, were people getting itchy because nothing had been announced from them for so long?
Well, and
Or
I think
what?
I think-
I'm bringing all this up because at my guitar lesson today, the guy had some die-cast NASCARs on his desk. And one of them was the Jeff Gordon with the flames on it, which I have
oh yeah,
a Traxxas one. Actually, it's right up there, the DuPont on it, which is for sale if anybody wants it. I haven't.
everything must go.
It's a Traxxas on road.
Oh,
It's
the
quick.
Fortec?
Yeah, it's a Fortec. It's quick. But see, he mentioned, oh yeah, I just got one of the low C ones. You know, I ordered it because I couldn't get any of the shops or whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, it's interesting. And that I know there's a huge market for it because it goes to NASCAR as well. It's
Sure.
priced well enough that it sells outside of the normal RC market,
Yeah.
which is great because they did not hit that with the first monster trucks. And you go to Monster Jam and they're like, whoa, the kids all want it. And then they're like, how much? $600?
Yeah.
Don't show that to my kids. We're getting a Spin Master.
I know, right? Right.
But yeah. What are people saying over here?
Oh, that's a good point. Metal RC said it might have had something to do with the NASCAR season ending. About sometime it would be available. About the same time it would be available.
Oh, trying to get in the pre-marketing with them
Yeah.
for NASCAR, possibly.
That's a good point.
That's true.
That's a good point.
That does, yeah.
But
While it's still hot,
yeah. But that doesn't
Ricky Bobby.
you're not on fire. You can walk, Ricky Bobby.
So I didn't pre-order a low C NASCAR.
Right.
Because I saw how long, and I was like, nah,
From
not
how
a
much hate you
chance.
just said.
And I realized, like, when this comes, I'm not gonna like.
Where are you gonna drive it?
What's the point? Yeah, like
Yeah.
it could come in the middle of winter. Like, there's gonna
Right.
be no fire for it for me. Like to.
Right.
So, and they did come, and now my choice decision is like, oh man, I don't know which one I want. Like,
Sure.
because I do want to get one,
Yeah.
but I'll probably,
So
I don't like Truex, but I like Bass Pro, so I'll probably just get that for the livery. But I think the prettiest one or the coolest looking one is actually the Horizon Hobby one. That blue, yellow, white is fire looking.
yeah, it looks pretty
it's
good.
sweet.
It looks pretty good.
They're
They're a tough one because out here we have dirt tracks that are oval. There are not a lot of carpet indoor ovals out here yet, and I don't think there will be. So it'd be difficult to see how those take off. You know what I mean? Like the intent. What's the price point? It's only like $150, right?
for the NASCAR.
Yeah.
He said 180. Maybe he got ripped off. I thought it was 160 or 150, but maybe it's 180.
I don't know.
I'm looking
Maybe
right now.
maybe it depends on the livery.
180.
maybe-
He was totally right.
Whoa.
He was totally right. Yeah, they're 180. That's not bad. The Kyle Larson one does look pretty good too. But
What? So Metal RC, what are you driving yours on? Are you driving yours on asphalt or are you driving it on carpet? I could totally see it running wicked on carpet, like indoor carpet, like circuit or oval. I think that'd be rad.
Yeah, the Horizon one is my favorite as far as actual
Yeah.
look of the livery. The
The
blue, yellow,
M&M's
white,
kid says
sharp.
he plans on running it on dirt oval.
That would be fun.
It would, but it would have to be a pretty tight dirt oval, like clean, like meaning
They
smooth.
handle quite a bit. You need it to be pretty packed.
Right, like pretty
Yeah.
smooth, like
Yeah.
yeah,
It'll upset him quite a bit if it doesn't.
right.
We are.
So
at the
speaking
same
of which, I was talking to my daughter today.
Brian.
We were going through Lowe's, and I was like, it was kind of one of those things. I forgot the movie was, but it was like, do you want to do dirt oval anymore? She's like, nah, I already got my trophy. I was
Done.
like, I was like,
Nailing.
I was like, yeah, I kind of feel the same way. You messing with your lights back there?
Yeah.
Look at you all
That way
fancy.
we're not in the same room. I'm just proving it. Perfect on my brand new pavement. So that's the thing with Michigan. We got a lot of crappy parking lots and roads
Yeah.
out here.
Yeah, yeah. See, I could
It's
see running
cool.
it in my shop, like on a nice polished concrete. That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be good. Get
But-
some grippy tires.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So, okay. So, what would it take for you to pre-order something nowadays?
I have to really want it.
But
But
what would make
I
you-
also wouldn't pre-order it because they didn't have any run footage of it.
okay.
So I was like, this could be a turd. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't have any actual running video of it when they pre-ordered
Yeah.
it.
Speaking of turds, the MT12 is not really a turd, but I saw a video of the MT12 Plus or whatever they call it, Lux. It looked way better, like
Yeah.
way more snappy. And so I found they have the motor on the website. So I was like, done. So,
Nice.
So
You ordered the motor?
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I ordered
Is
a
it
motor.
brushed still?
Yeah, it's a 400 or 420
Bigger?
or
Okay.
yeah, it's slightly bigger than the
So
380.
for something that size, I honestly don't believe you have to have brushless if you put the big
No.
right size motor. It's like when
Yeah.
you oversize even the LMT minis, right? Like
Yeah.
the motor's big enough that at
Totally.
brush, it's totally fine for it. You can go
Yeah.
brushless if you want crazy,
Right.
but it's
Oh.
more than enough for what it is.
Well, and that was our conversation when we first got it because like it was almost there. Like it was almost there on 2S.
MT12.
Yeah, like on
Yeah.
2S, it was like almost there. And 3S would have been sick if the motor would have handled it. But it was almost there. So I think this other motor should solve the problem where it's like doable. And what I'm interested to see on it is like how it runs against the mini LMT. I don't think it's comparable, but it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
So, and if it's that much faster, which it looked like on the video, sorry, if it was that much faster, I think it would be worth it for that Team PRP chassis that we were looking
Yeah.
at. So, yeah, I mean it's stock with a first gen MT12. I don't know. Crawler Tracks, I saw that actually. Crawler Tracks is saying they have
They did build a ramp for the
Yeah.
LMTs.
Yep. Noah guy, if you need some beta testing. I don't believe the video showed the real truth on what? On the NT12 or on the NASCAR RC Jeep guy? What are you looking up, Tony?
This is available for pre-order. The $99 base camp.
It's a pretty good deal.
But yeah, So I guess one of the other things with pre-order is they can lock in the deals before the local shops get them to sell.
Uh-huh.
So it definitely is a bonus to them. And they do make it available. I mean, the shops can pre-order and then put in their order that way too by taking orders.
Yeah.
Go to your local hobby shop, and then the hobby shops can pre-order them as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wonder how much of it's part of that too. Why won't it go if I'm clicking on this?
I've been
Too
having
many.
some weird internet things too. So RC Jeep guy, the MT12 video, I'm not sure which video they showed, but I saw a guy that just went out and bought the MT12 Lux and was out there running it. And it looked way more snappy than what mine did.
They've got the base camp here.
Oh, Axial 32 says it takes away from local hobby shop sales, though.
Well, that's what I'm just saying. Like the local hobby shops, you can tell them that you want it.
Yeah.
But like, so that was, I know my local shop's biggest complaint with FMS and why they probably almost never will get their stuff is by the time they can get it in, everybody has one that has ordered one from FMS Direct and it's already come to them before they can even get it to sell.
Sure.
They'll get it before you could get it if you order it through your local shop.
Yeah.
There's already special editions by Fair RC that are available. Do they not have it at A-Main for pre-order?
For the
SGX24
base camp.
Yeah. So I'm not seeing it. Maybe somebody else can look too. I'm shocked that they don't have it available for pre-order.
Check RPP.
Maybe they can't.
RPP pre-orders a lot of stuff.
But if they take a bunch of pre-orders through their website and then they can't get them for all the people that pre-order through them because Horizon locks down how many they'll ship out,
right?
Then they look like the bad guy.
Sure.
Anyway, I'm not doing any of this to knock on Horizon necessarily. It's just
you're doing it to knock on Harley.
No, it's just what we're talking about. So they have it. They have it for pre-order.
Just kidding.
The pink one's pretty cool, actually.
I like the pink one. Yeah.
So I actually think what I want to say is this is a smart move from Axial to release this and get them back to $100 because when they came out, they were $100. You could get an SCX24 for $99.
Yep.
And walk away with 2 of them for your kids.
Yeah. Yep.
Has no lights, which is great.
Yep.
Right, Dirk?
Well, I mean, at that price point, it makes me like if I'm like trying to blow some money or whatever, it makes it more like, hey, I would get another 24.
Is it a smaller battery? Do they come with 350s or they used to come with 450s?
I thought they used to come with 350s. I just saw one floating around here that was a 350. And it was a Car Action 350 or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eco Power or 450.
The one on the shelf here that I found was a 350 35C.
Okay.
Tanker.
Yep. Dynamite 350. Yep.
Yep.
So that's because I'm running the Eco Power ones. I see 450. Okay. So same battery.
What can I do with these? I feel so wasteful.
Turn into bracelets and sell them. Model it for us.
I can't. Is it gonna? I don't know if it's gonna come off.
That pink with the black accents is nice. There you go. We may have to send a med team to Pablo's.
Huh?
We may have to send a med team to your house to help you.
I'll just cut it off.
Cut off.
And then I'll cut myself and be like, squirt, squirt, squirt. Sorry, guys, I gotta go.
Not choose the right one.
That's actually not too bad. That's pretty fashionable.
Yeah. Wearable by whoops. Hey, let's get you soloing that.
Look at that.
That's actually really cool. Start selling them bracelets.
It's like a cuff.
Yep. Only available here. Can't be bought anywhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Get
I mean,
the
this
butter.
the butter. Slide it off. So for $99, I would say get this. If I were to tell somebody what to get, I don't hate the body.
I like the pink one.
The pink one looks great.
It's the best color of them all.
Yep. Most of the other stuff is going to be replaced anyway, so why spend money on it? Yeah, he's definitely going to need some butter.
That one looks like 80s. This one looks like He-Man style.
Oh, yeah. Cuffs. Pablo got his hand stuck in the Pringles can again. Can of corn, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It honestly is, it makes the most sense as one to buy to me. So, I would totally recommend this. Because unless you're really getting it for the scale looks of the other bodies, in which case I don't know that I would recommend the SX24 for that anyway. I would probably...
For what? Why is it turning blue?
Like, I don't know. Maybe. Their Bronco was cool. And actually their Power Wagon, the 4-door, was pretty sweet.
The orange one?
It's pretty sweet.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That's the one I probably
I didn't upgrade that. I left it. It's like, it's
Yeah.
not supposed to be anything.
Yeah.
But if you're planning to do anything else with it beyond keep it stock, get this. Because you don't, I mean, they've got like the oil filled shocks on the other ones, but honestly, I'd just get other shocks anyway.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, you would. You'd get the CCXRC long travel shocks.
I take the springs off.
TM.
Yep.
TM. Yeah.
Yep.
No, no.
You're
I
gonna
have a
change
set
out most
somewhere.
everything else. Might as well start cheap and take your time building it up. You can keep the body for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I don't hate it. There's no hate on it.
Well, Darby, does Team PRP have a 10 scale monster truck or no? They have chassis kit.
Mm-hmm.
They don't sell RTR. You buy the RTR and then you build it on the chassis kit. Yep. No, I'm with you, man. That's why I really like... Huh?
Smart move is all I'm saying.
Well, that's why I like buying builder's kits.
Now. Like these are...
Yeah, that's why I like buying the builder's kits. I rarely buy RTRs.
Mm-hmm.
Rarely. Builder's kits are the way I do it because I go ham on it all the way anyway. So it's like, why would I spend all that money for the licensing body and all that kind of stuff that I'm not going to use?
Right. That's exactly it. All that gets ditched. I don't have any of the Broncos still as Broncos.
Yeah.
That we bought because they were so cool when they came out.
Yep. Just go with it. You don't have any.
I don't think we do.
Okay.
They say one of them might be a... I do have the one that is the puller truck, the brushed pull truck. I still have that one.
Yes.
Mostly stock.
Mostly.
Yes. Still running the body. We'll just say that. It still has the Bronco body on it.
Yeah.
The blue one. So, yeah. But the rest are something else now.
Yeah. We only have 2. I'm a little bummed. I feel guilty. I know it's not my fault. I keep on telling myself this, but I feel a little guilty. Hard Body Crawler Co. is going out of business.
Oh, yeah.
And they sent me out a body. But it was kind of like one of those things that you talked about where like, okay, thanks. 3 months later, the body shows up. You know what I mean? And it's like,
right.
Well, I don't have it in my... We're busy now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like saying it like that. But, so I never built it on live or on air or did a video of it or anything like that. Because it's, to your point...
margins anymore for time. Yeah.
Well, to your point, like that body is like a full-on model. Like it's like I would have to take it all out, paint all the pieces the way I want it painted first, then assemble everything. Like it's nice. It's super nice. Like I was looking at it, I was like, this is cool. But I felt super guilty about that. you know, I know that's not my thing.
Do they only have one body though? The Toyota
No,
Cruiser
well,
hard
the one
body.
I don't know where mine is.
What was their name?
It's right here.
Hard.
I got it.
What was the name of the company? Hard Body Crawler Co.
Yeah. So this one.
Yeah.
So I guess so. It says that it's this color, but it's not. Well, to me, it doesn't look like the color that's on the box. It looks like model plastic. So to me, I'm like, I'm painting this all day.
It, yeah.
Yeah. So, and dude, it's like, it's legit. It is a rad kit. And the reason why I didn't build it too is because I didn't have a chassis that I thought would run it.
Yeah, you need a stock chassis.
Yeah, and so, but then I looked at the wheelbase. Dalton's car, the one I just upgraded, has shocks and his servo. That one is the same wheelbase as this, so I'll figure it out.
Yep. There's somebody that was doing other bodies that want to send them to me. I'm like, you know, I'd have to make masks. I'd have to do a whole lot of work. I don't have time in my schedule.
Right.
Sorry. Like, I'd love to, but yeah,
Yep.
I don't have time.
Well, and like,
And honestly, a lot of times, so for these things, for people that are just wanting to build and do stuff anyway, it's amazing. Like,
for sure.
if you're really wanting to do it, like, but there's not money to be made from it for your time. There's a big time investment. So unless you really want a truck that looks like that,
Yeah.
that's not necessarily super capable,
Right.
but looks super scale, and that's what you do. Like, that's not what I do. So
Right.
it doesn't make sense for me. I don't make any money from it. I spend money to make it. I spend gobs of time for not only the build, but for the video. And so some people don't understand, I think, what fully goes into it. Like, oh, you know, they'd love to have free stuff and just have it and then make a quick video of it. But when you're trying to go over the top with the videos, and you know, it's
A build video is like 8 hours worth of work if you're building it. Like
Brian Koshner would be the perfect person to do
Yeah.
something on this.
Yep.
Somebody just said he did a video on that body.
Yep. You know, it's so much time and so much editing. Doing build videos is so much editing. Like,
yeah, the videos that Brian does, I'll tell you what, those take some time.
Yeah.
Not only in his build, but then the detail he goes into and the notes he keeps with his stuff, man.
Yep.
He's investing a lot of time in what he's doing.
Yeah, I ain't got time.
So one, kudos to him on that.
Yeah.
And if you're not subscribed to him, go subscribe to him.
Yeah.
Because it's insane what he puts into his videos and the amount of stuff you can learn and and see the detail and what actually the thought that goes into having them balanced right. And
okay, so this is a good segue because
I didn't have time for that on what I'm doing right now.
Right.
It's not my style. Like, he makes these like the one I got from him.
Yeah.
Like, I am trying to be as careful as I can with it because it's so nice. It's nicer than anything that I ever build. Because mine's just like, man, this will perform better if I just cut this or bend this piece. Like, yeah. I mean, I'm not in it for it to be. Yeah, I just kind of hack at it as I go.
Well, and see, I used to
hack at it more.
Yeah, I used to do videos like that where it was the building videos and how-tos and stuff. And I want to do more of that now. And now that I know and like understand how to make YouTube videos a little bit better, I want to start doing that again. And so this would be a good segue so I started writing down ideas. I don't have my iPad with me, otherwise I'd spout off some ideas. But like, I've done some scale things, like making scale sleeping bags or scale dynamite sticks, like bundles of dynamite. Like I've done videos like that, and I want to start doing stuff like that again because I'm getting that scale itch. And for me now, if I just focus on a little piece and make a video of that little piece, then I could see how that would be a little bit easier to do, and easier to like have more evergreen kind of videos that way. Because my old videos, they're old. That was when I first started before I ever really
Right.
got hard into it. And I realized that something last weekend that because I've been planning, getting into that planning mode. Remember last time before I started going ham with YouTube, I kind of planned everything out and I was like, this is my plan. This is how I'm going to execute it. And now I'm going to go. And then it worked. Like I just went and did it. I've been planning that and I realized that it's it's a little bit different now than it was before for me. And if I can pre-plan, I can just crank things out a little bit, like a little bit at a time and just go and do minimal edits and
Yep.
just throw them up there. And,
Yeah.
like if I can do something in half an hour, or 20 minutes, I can cut that down into a 12-minute video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And be like, that's good enough. Here we
And
go.
mine never was about any of that. Like
Mm.
mine was more about the run side of things forever. And
Well,
it started to get into that, and I
yeah.
think I lost a lot of the like for making videos in that period of
I used to like it before we were doing things together. I used to love it when you did the SMT 10 build stuff,
yeah
where you would just build one or work on one or whatever, and it was just
live.
alive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd always be hopping in on those.
That's the only way I would ever do builds until there's some of them that sent stuff. Like I bought that. That wasn't
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
hey, make a video on this, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, I had to build it. I'm like, might as well do a live and hang out. In fact,
Yep.
that's the only reason I built it,
Right.
honestly, because I don't like builds.
Right.
But it was a great hangout, like chatting with people and
I should do that with an
Keep it
element
going.
build, because I think sometimes we take it for granted. Like I'm building my son's stadium truck, and if I sit down and do it, it'll probably take me 3 or 4 hours to build it out because I have the components already kind of pre-done. It's just
Yeah.
swapping them to a different chassis.
Yep.
And I should just do it and do a live and be like, here we go.
Yeah.
Because now I've got my studio set up here.
set up again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I can do an overhead and then do this, straight up. So
Quick hello to Lyndon, checking in from Georgetown,
that's awesome.
Guyana in South America.
That's super cool.
That's pretty cool. I do still have 2 of my SMT 10s at least.
Kits?
No.
Oh,
How many do I have? 1, 2. Three. I still have 3 SMT 10s.
nice. I miss mine. So I was going down
They were
memory
cool.
road.
They're still cool.
Yeah.
Only
I
the
was-
axles were still more readily available.
Yes.
That's the main thing. Is I wish they'd somehow kept the axles.
I wish the
Going.
Wraith axles were cheaper.
Yeah, they're just hard to
Because-
get now. We've talked about this, and you disagree.
Well, I mean
they are hard
the,
to get.
oh, not Wraith. I'm sorry, Rift. I wish the Rift had an axle kit that was
Change
cheap.
them out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then I would make a monster truck off of that. But to do a Rift axle kit, it's going to be $200 easily.
one unbuilt SMT 10 kit in the box. So as much as I love the LMT, there's still part of me that just is a sucker for the SMT 10.
Why?
Just the plastic
know.
cage.
Why is that? So I was going down memory lane. I was looking for a file, and I came across some monster truck videos from like 2018,
Yep.
and I was like, oh, that was so much. And maybe it's just the nostalgia of me and the kid out in the back, both
Yep.
taking turns doing backflips or doing whatever. It's like, or the idea of, remember how bad I detonated that car in the Christmas smash?
Oh, yeah.
In the sleigh smash? I like wrecked it. I mean, that was so fun doing that. And it was such an easy fix. It's like I shredded the drive shaft, I sheared shocks, like I burnt
Yeah.
it down. Literally, I
Yeah.
burnt it down.
They were easy to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it was something motor and you had to get in there to get that out, which still was just dropping the plate.
This
And,
wasn't too bad. Yeah.
yeah, it's more the mounting of the electronics in there where
Yeah.
they sat up, but still not terrible.
No.
I just took the driver out
Oh,
then
yeah.
put it back in so I could just
No.
access it on my race ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, Yeah, I mean, once you put beef tubes in them, and
Yeah.
then you burned up your first diffs, and then you put the HD ones in, the spiral cut.
Yeah.
I never blew another diff in them ever. Like
I
once,
feel like the motors now too would be even more forgiving than they were back then.
yeah,
Meaning there's a lot more power, but you can tune the motor a lot better now than what you did back then, where it was just like full on,
yeah,
like brushless. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
now you can tune all the ramping and all that kind of stuff. Where
My castles were tuned.
no, they weren't.
They were tuned. They would cog, but I never went that slow. If I was, I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
it was just go, and then it was past that initial.
Yeah.
But yeah, it had them ramped
Well,
so that it would. It
imagine
wouldn't really.
putting like a Fusion Pro 2700 in it right now.
Right. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect motor.
2200 is not fast enough.
Well, for being scale and
Yeah.
not blowing up parts.
I mean, we were running like 5700s or whatever the castle
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
because we could only run 2S.
Right.
So if you
Right.
wanted speed, you were ramping it up. But anyway, yeah, the cages look so good in them.
Yep.
They just they had a look that was so cool,
They did.
especially when they get built out.
Yeah.
So little trip down.
The
memory
scale
lane.
was nice. Yeah, the scale was nice. The tires looked well on them. I loved my munitions on them. That was my tire of choice. Loved the munitions. I think they just looked
I was a
perfect.
J Concepts guy,
Yeah.
but I wasn't going for the scale. We had Renegades and
Yeah. I mean, I still
They
like my
hooked up.
Renegades.
yeah. But yeah, so going back to SMT10, I still have a whole expensive fishing tackle box. Probably just the box of the tackle box is $100 that I got full of parts for it. I mean, it's just chock full of shocks and plastic pieces and
Yeah.
all kinds of drive shafts and anything you'd want for it
Yeah.
is in that bin. Except, oh no, there are diff gears in there, but they're the stock ones because they'd come out brand new, and I just put them in there just for whatever. But once he did the HD spiral gears,
They were fine.
I never blew one after that ever.
Yep. Yep.
Those
I would
initial
blow-
pot metal ones would go. They'd start
Yeah,
clicking pretty quick.
Yeah. I would blow the drive lines until I switched them out and put different drive lines in. I would always blow up drive lines, like all the time.
Yeah.
But I was landing hard on all that. Speaking of tackle box, I got a new pack away or roll away kit thing system.
Yeah.
For racing, because we had one that was kind of like the low slung, the two doors opened like this, and it was just a bottomless pit of parts and stuff. And I had the Craftsman one at the shop that I've had for years, and it went on sale at Lowe's, and I was like, done. Like, I'm getting it. It's the three tiers thing, where it has the clear one on top, and then the middle one, and then the big one with the wheels on the bottom. Dude, it's perfect. It's gonna be perfect. Like, we could fit two buggies in the middle box itself, like just sitting in there. And I'm like, this is money. So that way we can just come rolling up, put it right next to our table, and we'll have all our parts and stuff right there. So I'm excited for that.
Favorite Bigfoot?
8. 8's the one with the cantilevers, right?
Oh, it was 11.
What? Was it? The sales got
looking.
me too. Yes.
Might have been 8.
I think it was 8. With the cantilever rear suspension and or front. Yeah.
Here's a Bigfoot 11 picture, first test, and it looks like it was a cantilever.
Could be 11. Will Darby says 8. Says boom roasted. Tony. Yeah, that truck is sick.
So this says Bigfoot 11 first test, though.
Nice. Oh, nice. I didn't know he makes the separators. Yeah, so I've had one for years, and it's worked awesome for that pack away. So I was like, ooh, time to go. I was gonna get the pull-out drawers with it, but I'm like, I'll wait. Baby steps. I'll get that on Black Friday. Yes.
Yeah, it does have the cantilever as well. Yep. Bigfoot 8.
What's up, Electric RC? Long time no see. Bigfoot with the original body. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, these bodies are the best.
Yeah. Those are pretty sick. Okay, what's your take on the Hot Wheels monster truck show? My son made me watch one the other day, and I was like,
I never watch it.
you know what I'm talking about, like
Yeah,
the stadium,
XL32. Yeah,
the arena shows.
they're arenas when they have the big jump in the middle.
It's not even a jump. Like,
Well,
I like that they're crushing cars.
yeah.
I like
And they
that.
bring out the big dinosaur or whatever.
Robosaurus.
Parasaur, Truckosaurus.
Yeah, those are pretty sick. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that arena show. I was like, it's too slow. Too slow. But I am.
Bigfoot 11 is what my PEI body was.
Because
Because it has the different body, the different headlight shape of the Ford, but it's still cantilevered. And they actually only ran that body for a little bit before they went to the pink but they ran that Sunset one in testing that I showed the picture of.
Yeah.
So that's what I modeled my Freestyle RC one off of.
So Darby's asking, which is better to make a Bigfoot monster truck out of? Your only option right now really is LMT. Because I don't think you can get an SMT anymore unless you.
Well,
buy
you could take a
used.
Traxxas body though and almost put it on the 12 scale one almost, and it would look like an old. If you did an original like Bigfoot 1,
What 12 scale?
the MT12,
Oh,
you could almost put it on that and it looked like it's on 48s, I think. Because I was going to build it. Remember on the ECX Barrage? That's why I got those.
okay.
Because the Bigfoot 10 scale like Stampede is small.
Got it. Interesting. I was wondering what bodies would fit that MT12. Like, and if there's any, like the Midnight Pumpkin, Lunchbox would, I would assume.
Yeah.
Blackfoot, maybe.
I mean, if you think, yeah. If you look at the 48s, Bigfoot 1, it'd be almost close to it sitting on that.
Dude, I wonder if the munitions would fit.
On the MT12? Yeah. Maybe.
It'd be slow.
Do you have pictures of the toolbox setup you mentioned, Pablo?
No, but I can pull it up. I just got it, so we haven't set it up yet. That was one of the videos I was planning on doing. Was doing a. Here's my pack out for racing. It's called Versa Stack. Let's pull this up here. Where is Google? There it is. Can I stop sharing your sharing?
Yep. Will Darby, do you know what that is? A Jim Kohler Avenger body for the low C LMT? Yes. Proline makes one for the LMT. And it comes with both graphics if you want to run it as a Bel Air or as an Avenger. It has sticker packs for both.
So this is the pack out. And I can tell you firsthand, I have another one that I've probably had for 6 years at least. And it's industry grade. Like I take it with me on installs everywhere I go. And it's held up. Nothing's broken on it yet. And I use it for everything. So for the cost of it, I think it's definitely worth it. So yeah, so actually I have a picture of the Tamiya Sand Scorcher on the Enduro 12. It fits nice.
Oh yeah.
Fits nice. What else is there? But yeah, so this little kit works really well. I'll see if I can do other pictures of it. Let's see, +8. It doesn't really show better pictures. But the latches are heavy duty. It carries a lot of weight. Like it goes up and down stairs well and stuff too. So for the price, at first I was skeptical on it, but it's lasted. And the nice thing is you can get them on sale or even less than that. I think the lowest I've seen this kit is $89. And that's a screaming deal when you look at like the Milwaukee's or the is it Milwaukee? What's the red one?
Milwaukee
Yeah.
tools. Yeah.
Yep. Or
Those
like
are expensive, but yeah.
they're super expensive. Yeah. Handle is not removable, but it telescopes out in and out. Yep. Andrew says he got the set for $89. I think that's the cheapest I've seen it. So when I saw it at $99, I was like, done. So compared to like the Kleins, the Cobalts, and the Milwaukee's, and even DeWalt's, I think they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Oh, nice. Wood boxes for the bottom box. Yeah. Like that. So the 2 buggies fit in the middle box and 2 stadium trucks fit on their sides in the bottom box, which is nice. So I think if I really wanted to, I would get like one more mid box and then carry all the cars and everything in one box. It'd be perfect.
Nice.
It'd be perfect.
And stack one more high.
Yep. Oval RC had a video. He uses it too. And he had a video of it. His stack was like, no joke. It was like 7 feet tall, at least as tall as he was. I mean, it was so tall. I was like, I don't know if I would do that. It was so tall, but it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, here's his Craftsman Versatrack.
Hey guys, I'm Mark with the Oval.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of them stacked.
I thought his was taller than that I'm seeing right now. But I was like, that was tall for me. I was like, wow, look at me exaggerating. So that's got to be at least 5 feet tall. Yeah. He like moved it to go, and I was like, that looks like that would be heavy. But
that's crazy.
Those drawers are nice. Those drawers I probably will get. Man, I don't know if I'm gonna get a set or not, but yeah, those drawers are really
That's
nice.
quite the storage in general around him.
Yeah, he looks like he's at a hardware store.
It does.
Because I saw that too. Maybe he owns it. I don't know why else he'd be filming in it. Too small for RC monster trucks, but it'd be good for parts. So like, for instance, he shows how he has those middle boxes just for like his chargers and stuff. And I could see doing that, but you know, I think it's cool.
It wouldn't take very many.
No, like right now,
monster trucks.
Yeah, monster trucks are too big. But I think what would be cool is that, you know, getting 1 or 2 more middle-sized boxes for that, and then all the cars could go in there, the charger, all the tools, the radios, all that kind of stuff. So would be good. Nice. Nice. Andrew's saying how he got his all dolled up. Putting foam in it, all fancy. I need a laser cutter. Even with the tires removed, I don't think it would fit. The LMT chassis
might.
I don't know. LMT chassis is pretty big.
LMTs are huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. LMPs are pretty.
I don't think it would fit. Maybe with the body off and the tires removed and one axle taken off. Maybe.
And remove the cage.
And remove the cage.
Yeah.
Nah, this one's not that. They're not that big. I mean, they're barely big enough. The box, like if the box is like this, the stadium trucks are sideways, like on their side wheels, like this, sandwiched to each other. So, yeah. Yeah, too tall and too wide. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Monster trucks are big.
Yeah,
So,
they are. Especially the LMTs.
Yep. Yep.
You might, even the SMT 10s, you wouldn't really get in there
I don't
because the
think so.
axles are so wide.
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe on its side. An SMT 10 maybe on its side. For the bottom box
With the tires off?
with the tires off.
Yeah.
But then you need a whole other box just for the tires because the 2.2
Yeah.
Renegades are huge.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
or 2.6, I mean, Renegades are huge. So, but it's a cool kit. I'll do a
Shoehorn it
video.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Just
do a
cut
video.
grooves down
Just
the
cut a
sides
hole
of them.
in the
And the axle can slide right down into it. Just do them upside down.
yeah.
So you only have to groove it 6
Yeah.
inches down.
Perfect. All day. Yeah, I like them. I think and it's funny because I was like, truthfully, if they go down to 89, I would probably just get another kit, a whole 3 set like that. I have 2 kids, and me. Each one could just roll.
Walk.
Yeah. Yep. So that'd be nice. Then it'd be easy to tote into the trailer too for summer.
You know how many SCX 24s you could carry with that?
2.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
I used that today. Someone came into the shop and asked how much it was going to cost to do this. Well, is it like a super fancy one-off prototype? It wasn't Herman Miller, but it was like one of these types of chairs, and the leg broke, and it's solid steel, and I need to bend it and weld it together. And he's like, "So I know it's a big ballpark." He's like, "But how much is it going to take?" And I was like, I looked him in the eye, and I was like, "All of it."
All of it.
Yeah. Kids equal pit mules. Yeah, buddy. Yep. 100%.
Brad Kelman. I'm in Michigan, Tony. Where you at in Michigan, Brad? Visiting from Cleveland? Can't do it like that. That's backward.
I'm right here.
You count as a kid.
I'm right here. Yeah.
There you go. This part.
Yeah. 2 SEX 24s and their transmitters fit in the middle box perfectly, he says. Nice. Nice. Yep. We're going to have quite the pit station this year.
That's
because
crazy.
we have 2 tables now. We used to all cram into one, and it was like not going to happen. So now we're going to do end to end, and then the rows are only 2 rows, like 2 per row. So we'll take up a whole row by ourselves, which will be kind of nice. Yep. Hey, Andrew, do you think there's something that Dalton can contribute to work in the Rugrats crew? We're planning on getting him involved in being kid equals mule for that. So we have a crew called the Rugrats so every Friday night they set up the
Rero Alley.
Yeah, there you go. So every Friday night the crew goes out and puts together the track, and then they practice after it's put together, and then track's open on Saturday morning. But Dalton's been wanting to help with something, and I was like, yeah, do it. But unfortunately that kind of means I'll probably end up helping too. But short course trucks fit in the box on the bottom. I'm gonna say no. Those bodies are big because they stick out front and rear of the chassis, and a stadium truck is shorter. I know this for a fact. Is a shorter chassis than the short course truck. So I'm gonna say no. Maybe one at the 45 angle, maybe, but I think the body's gonna be hard to fit in there.
What do you put in the top one with all the tools? Or all the
Extra,
like
I'll probably. So we're torn on that. We were kind of looking at it. Olivia was trying to organize it because it's got all
trim
the
them and
like,
put something else in it?
huh?
Do those come out, those little trays? Each
Yeah.
one does? So
Yep.
you could pull a bunch out and have a bigger opening if you needed it.
Well, I could,
Yeah.
but I also have what's it called? I could also put all the spare parts, like we have, four
Right.
sets of A arms and three
They'll
bulkheads.
fit in those bins?
Yeah.
Are some different sizes, I guess, then?
Yeah.
Some are wider.
Yep. Yep. So we could put all those parts in there, but we already have them in those. Like we already have them in these. Go gadget arms. So like, this is how
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
we have like here we have I think these are stadium truck, and then over here is B7, and so like we have them all organized. So it's like, do I bother putting them in those, or do I just put this in like the middle box and run with it? So,
That's probably what I would do.
but then what do
Just
I
drop
put?
in the middle box.
Or do I take all the red things out altogether and just put those in there?
Right. Have several of those in it.
It'd be really nice to put a little Keurig in there, and then just like open it. You're like, oh, excuse me, I gotta make my coffee.
Aren't very good pictures.
Be like Ricky Bobby, or not Ricky Bobby. What's the other guy's name? Pierre.
Oh, there's some pretty wide ones, it looks like.
Yeah, they're big. I mean, there's plenty of room in there on the top. I haven't seen Inspector Gadget in years. He got it. Go Gadget Arms. Yeah, the depth on these, I mean, that's got to be 3 inches all day.
Yeah. But are there wide ones too, or is it all the same size?
No, the wide ones are probably
There's some that are double. Oh, there are
double.
some.
Yeah. There's like 2 that are double.
So you can put A arms in that. Yeah.
Well, I could put AR on this one all day. This one fits
upright.
in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stack them. Yep. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like,
But that's not something you needed to pull out. Like that's the thing, like where you'd grab and put it on your bench and work from it.
right.
You'd be better off with screws or
Yeah,
whatever.
but there really isn't any of that kind of stuff that you do that with anyway. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing that I really pull out and bring to, maybe shock oil. Like
they can fit in there, yeah.
maybe, yeah.
If fluids.
No, it's too tall.
Nope.
I mean, on the wide one, I could fit them laying down. But I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, going back to Ohio tomorrow. He's with John. Oh, bummer, Brad. I didn't know he was up here.
You can't see it. I put those silver wheels on Lazarus. So hot.
We could see it if you went and got it.
But then I'd have to get up. Actually, you know what? Look at this. The mic can go with me now.
Keep talking. Why don't you sing us over there?
I will, maybe. I got to make sure you don't see my no pants dance. See, I'm standing way up and I got the mic way up too. It's awesome. Oh, that's heavy. Okay.
I might have to get one of these toolboxes. I don't know where to store the toolbox, so that's the thing. Oh, yeah, that looks really good.
Full screen it. Can you full screen it?
Yep, I'll full screen it. Oh, your mic can't make it there, can it?
There. How about that?
Now. Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Right? Look at that. Oh, those are hot. Those are so good. Well, no, focus. So good.
What's the notch in it for? In the ring
That's scale realism.
for
That's
your air.
valve stem, yeah. Why is this truck so heavy? I gotta weigh this truck one of these days. We should do that. We should do a contest. Who can guess it to the right ounce? How much that truck weighs?
780 pounds.
All of them.
What wheels are those? Spec RC.
Spec RC.
What wheels from Spec RC? Number 389.
I want to say they're 99s.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I can look it up right now, though. I think it's spec-RC.
The thing with him, I've never understood how to order him.
It's all on Instagram.
I know,
Or
but
emails.
you just say which one and he cuts them.
Yep, they're all.
They
made
all
to
say
order.
sold out.
I know, because they're all made to order.
So you can get any of them at any time.
No, only when the books are open. So like
What
he'll
does
put
that
a
mean?
call out. He'll put a call out on Instagram. I don't know if he does it on Facebook too, but he'll put a call
Saying,
out.
hey, I'm making stuff, and you just type in the number you want.
You send him a message, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
I didn't know that's how it worked.
Yep.
Man, I
So-
need to get some of these.
Okay, so these are SW1999s. Do you have the website up?
You have 1.9s on?
Yep.
I'm
They're
looking
the-
at his stuff right now.
They're like the first ones on the 1.9 standards.
Oh. Those wouldn't be
But-
my choice at all.
Well,
I would
I
do
think-
the 89s.
I think these are the ones that are coming on your CCX Extreme build. Unless you're saying you want me
So
to change
the
them.
thing is, I always choose things that I would think were the best, and I see somebody else's, and I'm like, oh, that's so sick. Like I just did for you, but I look at them on the page, and I'm like, oh, I wouldn't order those.
Yeah.
I'd
Well, it's
order
like
the
these.
63s. Look at the 63s. Oh, see, I would totally order those in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
That'd be me all day long.
Yeah. The problem with these though, these are custom, and they're
Not screws.
called fat lip. They're like extra wide. The thing I really like these
Holy
black
crap, he's got a
wheels.
ton of them I would get.
Of course he does. Yep. They're
Those are
super
what, the
nice.
103s?
These? No, I don't think these are on the website. I think these are black labeled.
I'm looking at them right now. SW19 103. They're just not black.
Let me see.
They just have to put the screws in them.
Yeah, no. These, the 103s.
Don't tell me no. That's what it is.
No, it's not the 103. Because these are fat lip, and the screws are actual screwed in. They're threaded.
Right. These are threaded. They just don't have the screw in there.
Show
Look
me
at
what
them.
you're talking about.
Those are deep set. And
Throw
it
'em
looks
on
like
the-
they're threaded.
Throw them on the.
All right,
I
here
don't
we
see
go.
the 103s.
Present. Is that not it? These look like they're threaded
Nope. Look.
right
Look.
here.
So okay. So look at the circle. The circle with the holes in it. I guess you can't see mine now.
Up here. Okay, hold on. I'm putting you up again.
Oh, let me see if I can get the light. So it's got another step down. It's not smooth. See it?
Ooh, yeah, it's got more holes in it.
Yep. And those they're literally threaded. Here's the backside. So they're literally
Yeah, they're
threaded.
threaded through. I think these ones are too,
They're not.
but it doesn't step down like that.
Nope, they're not. Totally different.
These don't look threaded right here. This totally looks threaded.
Nope.
And there's the extra ring around it where the bolt would sit in.
Nope.
It's totally.
Nope.
I think
It's
you're crazy.
Totally not.
Who's with
Everything-
me? These are threaded for sure.
Mm-mm.
Right here.
Nope.
Somebody go look them up.
Not threaded.
Zoom in on them.
Not threaded. And these are fat lips. Those are not.
Whatever about your fat lips.
Give you a fat lip. Just saying, Tony.
Well, the 103s are hot,
Yeah.
but if I were to just pick a set off of here,
I've got that set in red. And I
those are
used to
pretty
run them.
cool.
I used to run that set with a blue beadlock ring, and my body was white, and it was red, white, and blue. Super hot.
I like those ones.
Yeah. I remember. I've got a few other sets around.
Yeah, these 19s are pretty cool.
These ones are pretty nice. These are like trophy truckish.
Yeah.
Kind of retro. I like those.
There's a lot of good ones. Anyway. Hey, Morgan.
Yo, welcome.
Tony's now addicted to Spec RC wheels. Hey, I have a set on my
You have 2 sets, don't you? You have 3
Right.
sets coming. The third set's
well,
coming.
I have the one that you gave me at the LMT shoot.
Did I bring a set there?
Yeah, with the hustlers on it.
Okay.
You preloaded them with the worst tires known to man.
They look like those ones look like the mud truck wheels, just smaller. I remember those. They have a bunch of fins on them.
They're on my
They look like the
Element.
Kingsling. Yeah, they look like the
Yeah.
Kingsling wheels, but they're just like
they're wicked. They're so
small.
good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you have the black. I think you have those ones that we were just looking at with the holes in them in black on the bug.
The bug had them.
Yeah.
Oh, then I have 3 sets then already. So if there's
Yeah, 'cause
those are
he sent you
RC
out a
on the
set,
bug,
too. Yeah.
I have them on my Capra.
Yeah, he sent you out a set that other time, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he sent me them for the what were those 1.7s, 1.5s?
I don't remember. I don't think he.
They were
1.7s,
small.
1.7s.
Yeah, they were limited edition comp wheel.
Yep.
Yeah, these ones here.
Yep. Because the one on the bug is the one that you were just looking at with the holes stepped down,
Yeah.
but it's in black.
Okay. These are awesome.
Dude, they look like weld drag light wheels. Super sick. Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, I've got a set on the well, it's on the Capra. I'll see if I can get a shot of it.
Yeah, I love the wheels. It's one of those things where like the craftsmanship is so good. You just kind of like look at them and you just want to touch them. Be like, ooh, sharp edges, but not sharp edges. Like everything's like got a nice machine corner on it. Oh, so good. So good. I still like these. I can't
Yeah,
wait
here
to
they are.
put these on a truck.
So yeah, those are the ones that I was just showing, and they look
Mhm.
mad good. They have the pit bull tires, my only set of pit bull tires,
Yeah.
and they're so good.
Dynamite.
Yeah. This thing handles really well. I actually had this truck for sale at the Gauntlet.
Please tell me you took the wheels off.
I didn't, but I had it priced accordingly,
Yeah.
which meant that nobody wanted it
Yeah. People are like,
because they
"What?"
couldn't see the value in that, or I had a raw on there,
Oh yeah.
the small raw that they have, and then I had the titanium cage, the Furetech system. So yeah, it was not a cheap one. I had it on the
Yeah.
table, but I took it to run it.
Yeah.
But I sold everything else. I'm like, well, we'll put this out there. But yeah,
So RC Jeep guy made a comment on the Whoopa, the Loki that I'm dusting off and starting to work on again. He's like, I'm gonna buy it. Just so, as Tony said, it will be priced accordingly because it's gonna have this setup on it with these, but brand new tires like this. These are the Element General Grabber tires. They're 3.85s scale tire on these wheels, but it's going to have the IFS on it and the trailing arm suspension. It's going to look
yeah,
pretty
they're made in
hot.
the USA. Do you know where they're made?
California.
Cali.
Yep. I
They're
don't
top
remember the
notch.
city, but
The milling on it is.
yep. And he's very proud that he makes them one by one in house in the USA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and they're only available when he's selling them on his site. That's not because he does other work, but then he'll open it up and he'll do some wheels.
Yeah.
And do a run of them.
So next time he does it on Instagram, I'll shout it out here on our show. Because he does it frequently enough, but not super frequently. Trying to think of when the last one was. You should go to his Instagram page. He's got some hotness on there right now. So October 2nd.
I just went to his Instagram. I went to his website again. I can do the internet. I'm old, but you know.
Oh, hold on.
I can kind of figure it out. Man, I'm feeling really old these days. I'm just gonna let my beard go.
Said it's got to be boggers. Look at those deep dish boggers.
Those are nice.
Yep. I haven't ran these in a while.
All right, so here's his Instagram. Scaled, precision engineered concepts. Wheels are made one set at a time. We post here when they are available. When sold, site will say out of stock. No DMs. So
if
he just makes them one at a time, and he only sells the ones that are showing up as for sale.
No.
So you can't just tell him what ones you want.
No, you can. So scroll down. Keep scrolling. It's in the middle of that. Like scroll down like couple past the orange.
Keep going.
Right there. So if you click on that center one, that tells you how to order them.
Okay. Manufacturing will start on 10/07/24.
So basically, he opens the books. You contact him. You say, I want SW99 19s. And most of the time, he doesn't offer these custom colors. It's just the silver on the page.
Yeah.
And then you have the options of he injection molds in-house the black bead rings, or you can get a couple different variations of the chrome ones, or the raw aluminum. 85s and what is it? I still want these, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, SW19 through whatever number.
85.
Yeah. Okay, so I didn't know that's how that worked. That's amazing.
Yep. So it's really like made to order. You just, I'll put it out every time.
Now these ones, when he posts them like these, is he selling these?
One of, yeah.
So
like he'll make a like a run of wheels, and then he'll send it all out to the powder coater or Cerakoter, and they'll get colored, and then he'll just sell one of each with those wheels.
Oh my gosh.
One set.
Amazing.
Right? The beadlock, the beadlock rings are So nice. Oh, his beadlock rings.
These are the molded ones.
No, those
These
are
are the Cerakoted
yeah,
aluminums.
those are black aluminum ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say they didn't look plastic injection molded.
No, the standard
They're fire. Like
ones.
this one here. Look at these.
Yeah, I've got a set of those. That's what I got on the.
They almost
Ecto.
sparkle.
I got a set of those on the Ecto portal right
It's
now.
freaking insane.
Super nice. So there's another website called MX. What's it called? Moto X, I think it's called Moto X. I'm looking it up. It's a little secret.
Like I wouldn't choose this if I'd have just seen the wheels, but when I see it put together,
Right?
I would totally
Yeah.
want
So
those.
motorworksracing.com sells beadlock rings. They're not as fancy as these, but they're nice. They're colored and they're
Yeah,
aluminum.
that's where you had me go.
Yeah, and they sell nice ones. And they're reasonably priced.
Yeah, but see, that's the circle pattern style like this.
Mm-hmm.
I dig that. Holy cow. All right, I could look at these all day.
Yeah, these aren't for racing.
Cute.
These are for just scale crawlers. Like these are. I did use a set. He custom made me. I think there's only 2 in existence. A set that has 17 millimeter hexes on the back of it, directly to the wheel, and we use those for U4. And that's why I want to get a Mojave 4S, is because they'd fit the Mojave 4S.
Yep. Direct.
Yep, and I'd run those again and run a U4. But maybe I'll sell something for Christmas and buy one of those. We'll see. Maybe I can get RC Jeep Guy to buy my Loki truck when I'm done. And I'll buy 3 of those Mojave 4S's. I'm just kidding. I don't get it. 19 through 85 discontinued. I don't know.
It's just you have to get him when he does the batches where he allows you to choose.
Yep. Well, I think yeah.
Oh, that's before. Yeah, so those are old. So they're not listed on this set anymore. Below, wait.
Well, I see
no, here's 85.
83s.
Yeah, it is.
I see 83s.
Yep,
I
there it
see
is.
81s.
85. Yeah. It says sold out.
Yeah.
But those become available when he does the.
Yeah, so like the 83s are what I have right here. And then the 81s, I think I have a set of those.
Here's the 85s.
Yeah. I don't have an 85.
Here's the 83s.
I
These would look
have
really good on your 1980s Mustangs and.
Well, that's what these are. They just look totally different.
Let's see.
But then
Yeah, it looks great.
And then I have what are they? The 65s on Dalton's Halo truck. But those are all green.
It's way easier, or it's when they have the rings on them, it changes everything.
Oh, totally.
The beadlock rings on them.
Yep. Aluminum parts are no for racing monster trucks. Depends on how you drive, I would say.
Axles are okay, like casings.
Axle housings, yeah.
Yeah, housings.
I wouldn't do wheels.
No, not
For
aluminum
racing.
wheels. You could do. A lot of people will upgrade their their sway bars.
Links? Oh, sway bars.
Sway bars. Yep. Yeah, links. A lot of times they'll do them if they're going to do shock on link kind of setups.
Yeah.
They'll do beefier aluminum. trailing arms and stuff like that. But yeah,
Are you talking
I want them
about
from
these wheels, Jeep guy? Are those the ones you're talking about? Got a set.
They're nice.
Mm-hmm. Noah guy. They're not mounted yet.
1.9's the guy to talk to.
Yep.
All right. Any other new news that we should talk about? We mentioned the hard body crawler company. We mentioned
Yep.
the new SCX-24.
Yep.
Was there anything else new? Really? That the Element, right? Didn't they have that new Portals version of the
yeah, the trail walker.
with Portals?
Yep. Yep. I don't mind it. I don't know why it's more expensive. I really don't know why. I mean,
How
I
much
don't know,
more expensive is it?
$50 maybe?
Okay. You don't think it's the portal gearing and all that in the axles?
No. Because I think it's
Okay.
more expensive than the Ecto. I thought.
Oh. I didn't.
I'll look while we're talking. Yeah, I don't know. It's nice. I mean, all the parts are there. It's 439, I think. And then 439. And then the Ecto is, whoa. That can't be right. Am I looking at the right site? It's saying the Ecto is 544.
Here's the Portal Plus.
Or is that the
It's got
MSRP?
it's got like a cage thing on the back. It's got lights.
Okay,
Looks like it
so
has working lights.
the Portal Ecto is RTR is 449.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for the Portal Plus.
So is the rear end really for
439.
steer, but it's locked out? The axles are so they made one axle.
Yep.
And they all are steer axles, except they've got it just with a trailing or a rod lockout.
Yep.
Okay.
I like it. I like that.
Yeah. So if you want to go
Because-
fourth steer, you can immediately.
Yeah. Well, you have to buy the mount, the servo and axle mount. Unless it comes with the
true.
kit. I don't know if it came with the kit, actually. Might
So
have
they've
come with
got
mine.
a rear tire cover.
Mhm.
They've
Well,
got bolted
okay.
on
So it's $10 less than the Ecto Portal.
cab.
$10 less than the Ecto Portal, and let's put it up against another straight axle. Let's do the Sendero HD.
The colors are so
I kind of like them.
late 70s, early 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Okay, so the Enduro Sendero trail truck.
My neighbor had a Chevelle in this color.
It's $389. So
That's how much it is?
No,
It's not bad.
No. That's the Sendero HD trail
Oh,
truck.
okay.
Is $389. That doesn't have portals, and that doesn't have the. I don't know if that has the
Light.
laydown transmission, or if it comes with the X Stealth X or Stealth XF. I'm not sure which one that comes with. But what is that? $60 difference? I don't know. I think it's worth it, I guess.
Well, it has a light kit.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, scale stuff as far as this cover and the back bed, and it's got a few little things.
I don't know. I've
Hmm.
only had
It's
problems.
the new for them,
Yeah,
so
yeah. It's a new
aluminum
ESC.
shock.
It's a brand new ESC. I'm interested to see what that's about because the ESC that came in the Ecto Portal with is a 2-in-1 fly sky, and I think I made it very clear that I was like shocked how good that was stock. Like I was really shocked at the low speed control and knowing because I know I've ran the stock element stuff before. It's not bad, but I mean it's not what I want. I tear it right out and put in something else, but man, it was so good. Oh yeah, that one came out too.
And then for $299, that looks sick.
That's 10 scale too, huh?
Yeah.
How is that so cheap?
Hard body.
Right. How is it so inexpensive? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Man, does that look good?
Can you get
The lines are a little off here. I see what Harley was saying.
yeah. Can you get aftermarket parts support for FMS? Or is it
What
kind
do
of
you
one of
need
those
that's aftermarket?
I don't know.
That axles? Because the rest you can get shocks from anybody.
Yep.
You can get electronics from anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You could replace the axles technically if you wanted to, if
Mm-hmm.
something went wrong. Links you can get from anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So it really then just comes down to your transmission
Yep.
and your axle gears.
Yep. I don't know.
Huh. That's cheap though.
But it's very cheap for how nice it looks. Like I think the Enduro whatever the last Enduro SE was, I think that was around $299. And that's the one that came with bushings and plastic links and it was
Right.
very bare bones. It's a nice truck. It was just very bare bones.
So bearing set.
So I wonder if that comes with bushings too. Then if they got a bearing set.
This looks like the stock parts to me.
Yeah.
Which it said bearings.
Utrons are $299. Okay, so Utron for $299. If you can get past the body, that chassis with the IFS2, so capable. Oh my gosh, it is so capable, so good. That one was another one that I was surprised. Like
Looks like metal gears. Lockers. Yeah.
so it's got shiftable lockers for $299.
Just looks locked to me, but I don't know.
That's crazy. That's a great price.
So these look like metal gears except for the spur.
Nice.
Huh. That's crazy. Look like the maybe metal gears in the axles too. But not all metals are made the same, but
Right. That's what Harley
whole
was
gearbox assembly
getting
right
on.
here, $26.
That's crazy. Harley was getting on the pot metal gears for Element. I've only had problems with them once, and that's racing U4 with way too much power going to it.
These were going to be the same kind of pot metal, but again, in your transmission,
You're never going to break those.
you shouldn't, but
I can't imagine how you would. The only gears that I broke, like I said, under lots of power were the ring and pinion.
I think you should say the new ooh.
Ew.
That's a very trackless looking truck. They're all the same looking truck to me. Every RC looks like an axial to me.
Yeah.
As far as the build.
RC Fabricator said he sold his Utron body and put a Night Runner body on it with a Fusion SC. It's incredibly capable. That
So
is
if the
probably one
battery
of the.
sits here, that's kind of Traxxas.
Yep.
That the battery's in the middle.
It's nice that it comes with fender inner
It has
fenders.
trays on the side. I guess that feels, but everybody's doing that kind of stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're going to call that Traxxas,
Element does that.
I mean, the rest, they're all C-stamped frame rails.
Yep.
They're all running scale-ish looking axles out of plastic. I mean, a lot of it's modeled after real cars.
The axle housings look.
The transmission doesn't really look.
Traxxas, though.
Does the transmission look axial to me,
No.
or do you? I don't know.
No, but the axle housings looks very Traxxas.
The shape of it,
Mm-hmm.
which is modeled after real axles. Yeah.
No.
No, this
No.
looks real. That doesn't look Traxxas to me at all. This
What?
does. This diff right here, this plastic, right? All of this, not at all. This, yeah, but it
Yes.
looks like an ARB
Yeah, I guess so. I don't
case, which isn't anything to Traxxas other than they model it after something realistic.
know. Mm.
But that doesn't look anything as
Are
far
you
as
saying
setup
you love Traxxas
to
now?
me. No. Just saying that axle doesn't look like a Traxxas because there's our
Are you
portals.
supporting Traxxas now? Is that
Hey, and I should just point out it isn't portals, which is fantastic.
yeah. Yep. It's surprising how much more capable a portal car is compared to a straight axle. I've been driving nothing but straight axles forever because the Element just made straight axles. and then going to portals. Same with like the Phoenix with the portals. It's just shocking how buttery everything is.
I'm just trying to see what else looks Traxxas.
Ooh,
What
center
else could?
center transmission for RC monster trucks. Someone's asking. The freestyle transmission was awesome.
That was the best.
I don't think you can find anything like that anymore. Other than that, Darby, you're pretty much locked into like a 10-2 style transmission or LMT for monster truck, right? I haven't seen much other stuff, Tony. Have you?
No.
Eclectic Electric is saying, "Don't hate me," but he's a Traxxas fanboy. You gonna take that kind of
we
talk,
don't hate.
Tony?
I mean, transmission doesn't look the same. I don't know.
Yeah, everything's pretty similar, like you said. To your point, I agree.
They all look like the old axials to me still. I mean, most of it's interchangeable.
Yep.
Between any of the cars except for the actual internals. But even like some of the drive shafts from one company fit inside of another one's axles and work. So
Yep. All day. What do you got
SCS
coming up next?
transmission looks super scale, the RC four-wheel drive one. Or no?
I don't know what that one is. It all on a monster truck.
Yeah,
It all
the
depends on the
RC4 drive one.
outdrives.
People run that. It's an upright kind of one as well. It looks a lot like the
Oh yeah,
freestyle one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I haven't seen.
I don't know
that
how
in a
they
while.
hold up internally
Is
under
it still
power,
available?
but
I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
A-Main has it.
Do they?
I'm checking now to see if it actually is in stock.
It's back ordered.
If it's not from Power Hobbies. Or no. What was that place called? Not Power Hobby. Man. So I ordered the spiral cut gears from that one company that was I
Yeah.
can't think Nitro Hot. No,
Somewhere down in Florida.
yeah,
Wasn't it the place in Florida?
yeah. But they also sold other stuff that wasn't RC. That was like
Yeah.
full scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you never got it.
You
They
mean like
just
J
took your money.
Concepts? No, just kidding. J Concepts, not taking your money, J Concepts, meaning J Concepts sending one-to-ones or selling one-to-one stuff and RC stuff. I still like J Concepts.
Active
He's-
Power Sports.
There it is.
That's it. Bingo.
Ding, ding, ding. Nope. No one faces lawsuits. It's the wild,
Nah,
wild
they just
east.
might get kept from selling it in the US, but if people order through like Temu or something,
Temu.
guess what? It's still gonna make it here,
Mm-hmm.
usually. But yeah, they're
Have
not
you
under the
ever-
same restrictions in China. Their
Speaking
government's
of
not
which-
regulating it.
Our Larlo sent that thing out, and they said it was funny because like the last email said it's on the way. It's supposed to be here today. You know, I was like, cool. And then it said, oh, by the way, you might be responsible for paying customs.
Duties. Yep.
And I'm like, what? No one
Yeah,
told me
sometimes
this.
you'll get a customs thing. That happened to me with when I'd order products. Like sometimes you'd have to pay hundreds of dollars to get it delivered. Other times you wouldn't. Yeah.
Really? Well, apparently
Mhm.
I didn't have to. I left my neighbor at the shop. I was like, all I have is $35 in cash. I go, hopefully that covers it.
Oh no, FedEx will call you. They won't deliver it unless you pay by phone.
Oh, it was on DHL. So
Same. DHL will call you.
yeah. All right. Well,
Say, hey, we have a package that's being held in Tennessee until whatever or wherever it imports from, like whatever the inbound location is.
yeah, I was looking at the tracking. It was like it was in California allegedly landed in California last night, and then it was here today. I was like, wow, magic. I'm anxious to go see what's in the box. I wish I could share more of it. I'll probably send them an email and be like, so can I take pictures of this yet? And just not do a video? This doesn't say anything about that. I'm excited to go out and rip it on the trails out here. I guess you never saw the trail videos that I did with the DK10 and well, maybe you did. Yeah, DK10 I had some trail video. And then I did some with Trophy Rat that I should make into a video. But yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
For the most part, yes. They may get it blocked so that you can't sell it to the US, but yeah. They come pretty close to copying the looks and things. It's crazy. Now bolt patterns and stuff that's aftermarket can be different, like for diff covers, whatever, as long as it's not modeling their same exact design. Like for aftermarket, like you can't rod ends. A lot of that stuff is going to be open to, you know,
What?
they don't hold a patent or anything. Traxxas, right? Like you could make axles for their stuff and you can make it that'll work with their stuff that isn't being sold as from them or
Sure.
yeah. As long as it's not exact.
OEM replacement.
Yeah. Yep. Their replacement. Yep. But there's a lot of copying that goes on that would not be okay to do in the US.
Yeah.
That they get away with over there. And it's also not sold as US entities either. And people are buying it from overseas nowadays because the market's changed and is being shipped. And I don't know how do you stop that and regulate that from actually coming in and from those companies? That's where it gets tricky.
Yeah. HB Toys
Yep.
Bronco on Banggood for $248, almost identical to the Traxxas.
So the thing is, you're not going to get the quality, and that's what people for $248.
Yeah. You're gonna end up replacing it all with Traxxas parts anyway.
Because the plastics, and I'll give them credit for like their stuff is good. Like their plastics are good.
There was
Other than they do have some pot metal gears like in the X Max that would go. Like
yeah.
there was one person that got an X Max, took it out in the parking lot and ran it. Just flat ground, whatever, came back and all the teeth were gone on the spur gear. Like
Oh,
pot metal
wow.
just did not work. But their plastics in general and that stuff are good.
Yeah.
Pot metal, you're just going to get based on the day and the mixture and the whatever. Like
Mhm.
too much
Yeah.
powder, bad. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
so. Yeah, he said, "I'm not buying it. I'm just saying." Right.
Remember the WL Toys plastics? Man, those things were like indestructible.
Mm-hmm.
The 12458 or whatever it was.
Yeah, those little ones they had, or
Yeah,
even
well,
that the
10
buggy
scale
that
one.
was
Yeah.
now that was a
green
copy,
one?
right?
Of
The clone of the
Viterra. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. That thing was wild. That's what kind of got us back into it. We got a granite, we got one of those, and then we got
The
like
black and green was awesome looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem with those though, we would blow up center drive shafts all the time.
Mm.
Like always blow them up, and then once they started having problems with like the servo or something like that, you were cooked. Like you're like, because it was all
getting in there working on it.
all on one, and it was like a 5-wire servo.
It has a weird servo. Yeah, you had to replace all the electronics at that point.
Yep.
But if you did, it was stupid reliable.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're super.
And
durable.
everybody made a variation on that, man. Little bit different shape to the bodies, all the
Stadium
exact same,
truck.
everything else.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had the stadium truck. We had the green and black one. I remember, and at one point,
then they had those little ones, the 16 scale ones or whatever.
Yeah.
18 scale little rockets.
Yeah.
Huge motor on them, 540s and those tiny.
Yep. Well, at one point, they were like trying to give them away on eBay. And I remember I bought 5 of them at one time because they were like, it was something stupid where like if I did a group buy and I bought 5 of them on eBay, it brought the unit price down to like $80 or something. It was something stupid. Yeah. So I got one with my stepdad, my neighbor, me and the kids got one. I was like, oh, this is awesome.
I don't know what's going on with Freestyle RC. I know they got new life that somebody was wanting to buy into it and have stuff made, and I haven't heard. There was talks about bringing back some of the Pro C and the transmissions and some of that stuff, axles. Even I thought I saw drawings for the axles for like casings for the LMT internals. Oh. Yeah, their stuff was top notch. It's
the crazy thing of those is they were mostly billet, the axles versus fabricated. Like brass ring fabs are dynamite, so nice, but a fully machined part, that's crazy.
Yeah, they're solid. Those axles and they're square, which isn't scale looking.
Right.
Super durable.
Yeah.
And there's mounting points on all over them. Like, they even when they did change it up a little bit, it's still billet, but then they went to the carbon fiber facings on them.
Oh, right.
To open up and get into them, and they were much more race for the race people.
Yeah.
I still always bought the full aluminum, but they got more steering and stuff out of the carbon fiber ones.
Yeah.
But
I've always wanted a set of those, and I always wanted a set of brass ring fabs. Oh, like I have no use for them, but
they would sure be awesome to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. All right, Tony. Yeah. I think we got to wrap this up.
We need to wrap it.
It's been 2 hours.
Yep. Nice.
We didn't even talk about possibly switching platforms. I don't know if you watched that video or not.
I haven't. This is so easy, though. The main thing is the comments. Does the other one have all the comments and stuff?
Yeah, it's easy. The other one's easier than this. I used to use it when I used to do all those produced ones.
Yeah.
I ran it all the time, and you don't need a switchboard or anything like that. It's all you select hotkeys, and it just goes by
Nice.
hotkeys. It's so nice. Oh, it's so nice. But yeah, it's kind of surprising how they're all going up in price. We're referring to the streaming software that we use. Like all of them took like a 40% hike all of a sudden. So
Oof.
yeah. So
Yeah.
got
We'll have to look.
it's expensive, and I didn't realize it. And I was like, Tony, I should probably be paying you for some of this stuff.
Why do we want to change? Mainly if the cost is better.
Mm-hmm. It
I don't know if
has.
I've been locked in though, because I haven't noticed a change in my pricing.
I think it's coming, is what they were saying.
Okay.
But so this
But
is.
they're offering new things like 1080 and yeah,
You have to pay more for that.
still.
Still, yeah. From what I saw, I don't know what the plan is on this one right now, but I think it went up to 34 a month or 32 a month for 720. And Ecamm is a little bit like it's like $4 less, I think. But it runs it runs 1080, and it does. If you got the bigger deal, it'd stream in 4K, but it streams in 1080, and then it has a little bit more control and bells and whistles than this does. It's super easy though. It's like you set it up, and it's much more of a production. Remember mine, how I used to have bumpers? I would press a button and a bumper would come in, and then we'd go to the next topic, and I'd press a bumper or sound drops and all that kind of stuff. I didn't have to have a switchboard for all that. It was all just, and I would set it up. It'd be all on the left side, and I'd have all my scenes set up, and I just go next scene, next scene, next scene. Took a little bit on the front end to kind of plan that out. But once you fell into a groove, you just left it the same, and you would just go through every time. Because remember, I had like the reefs. What did I call it? Remember, we would spin the wheel, and it was a question. It was sponsored by Reefs, the grill or something like that. I don't remember what it was. And then it would click on it, and then I just go to the next thing. So it's nice because of the graphics that you can, you know me. I like the graphics. I like the sizzle, Tony.
Sizzle.
Yeah. OBS, El Rey says, question mark. OBS is just,
Clunky.
yeah.
So you have to Skype into each other, and
Yeah.
it doesn't stream multiple channels at one time.
Yeah. You could always check to see if it has a website.
Yep. Yeah, no, I haven't heard any announcements on new stuff. I'll be honest, like I feel like a lot of it's kind of slowed down. Like there was such a huge push during and just before COVID, and during it, everything got like overly crazy.
And I don't mean to
And
sound like
then-
the LMT killed it, but I think the LMT kind of slowed that part of the market down because not so many people are running the other stuff. I mean, the Claude still, yes, but SMT
Yeah,
based
and
stuff,
so it was just way better than anything else you could get.
yeah.
Now, there were some other ones. I mean, the ones from out west that they were putting together, SoCal, were pretty awesome too. Off of the SMT10 and Vanquish stuff,
Black
the Warpath
Market?
and all that,
Yeah.
those were super good as well.
But they didn't have the machined parts.
A lot of that
freestyle.
stuff, when the LMT came out, like all the axle stuff and it all
Machine parts,
changed
yeah,
what the needs
yeah.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah, the transmissions work all right in the LMT as long as they're allowed. Axles, you could get Trial or whoever, because other like companies started making stuff for it.
Mhm.
That, it changed the game a lot. In some ways good, in some ways bad. Like for some of the small businesses, it was bad. But the ones that are still going are still pushing hard on it,
Yeah.
and creating stuff that are now based off the LMT, but are race platforms.
Yeah.
Like there's a Warpath now that uses that, mixes in some of the stuff.
or like PRP and
Yep.
Black
PRP,
Market, like all
Black Market. Yep. All these guys are now making them
yeah.
that are for it. But the big thing, with the freestyle was the full kit. You'd get
Mm-hmm.
chassis, transmission, axles.
Well, and
Like you'd build a whole truck that was
yeah,
theirs.
I think for the SMTs too, there was almost like levels that you could get into with the SMTs. Like with the LMT, it's kind of all or nothing. You know what I mean? With the LMT or with the SMT, it was like you could start with just axles and run the stock stock SMT chassis, and then upgrade to the SMT chassis, the fancy chassis, and then upgrade to like a Warpath chassis or the I forgot the freestyle name was, the other fancy one, the Pro C. Like,
Hmm.
like you could
But that
it
was, you
was
had to buy everything freestyle for that to work, pretty
right,
much.
but that's what I mean though, is that you
Yeah.
could get it in chunks before you got all the way in. Whereas now, because the LMT kind of comes with everything that you need, it's just you're all in with the chassis.
You can almost compete with it.
Oh, for
The people
sure.
that know how, they just take the cage out, they put their own body on, they lower the shocks, they do very minimal stuff, and they
Mm-hmm.
can have it ready to race and kick butt right out of the
Mm-hmm.
box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So some of the need for that other stuff wasn't as immediate.
Right.
Now people are going to want the customization, like people just love it, to do it anyway, or to model it after a real build. And that's
It's
where
a
Black
race
Market
thing
and those
too.
guys come
Yeah.
in. And then they also do things where they change how things sit to lower the weight, and they make it much more
Geometry.
race capable and give you more options for your shocks.
Yeah.
And yeah. So it's come back for the aftermarket, but it took, there was a moment there where it's like, well, we can just race these,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. We
So
were talking
it
about
was,
bringing ours to the race this weekend because they have the pole barn out behind the indoor racetrack, and it's all smooth dirt. And I was like, telling my son, I was like, we should bring our monster trucks, set up some jumps, and just race, just have fun. He's like,
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
like heck yeah, that'd be fun. I thought about scheming for next summer to put together. Do you remember that Havoc stuff that I always talk about, Mountain Havoc, where it's like it's almost like top truck competition stuff,
Yeah. What they used
but
to do
it's a
with like
circuit.
RC Sparks, we got the mud, you got all the different things you
Kind of
compete
like
against.
that. Yeah, kind of like that. It's a little different. It's more racy than that, but it's
Okay.
kind of like that. I started thinking about scheming and maybe putting something together for next summer to have like a four race series, 5 race series,
Nice.
and have people build their cars for that, because it's like it's so much fun. It's so much fun to do that kind of thing. I miss it. I miss the
Do it.
crawling aspect. I miss the scale and crawling stuff. I want to get back into it.
Yeah, our 10 scale was full at the comp. So I ended up winning 18 scale this past week. A little bit by luck, but had a really low score.
Yeah.
The courses were really fun this past week.
Good.
They're much more managed, like doable. Like
Uh-huh.
actually, you could get really low scores if you like. I think there were zeros.
Oh wow.
Like one or two people got it, like
Yeah.
or two. Like which we don't get very often anymore. Like low scores were hitting, double digits usually.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's much more just drivable. Like if you really thought about it, you could make it through. But a lot of us seem to
I
just
like
didn't.
courses like that where it's like you
Yeah,
can do it. Like
yeah.
yeah.
Slater's RC got third last week in 10 scale. The 10th scale looked awesome. I actually have my batteries charged up, but I need to get them all out from after the gauntlet. I need to get stuff back out and charged up and run it. Maybe this week I'll do it.
Yeah.
But I found my batteries. I couldn't find my 24 scale battery peg last week, so I had to borrow a battery. I thought the truck had one in it from the week before because I didn't get to run it, but it didn't even have it in it. So anyway, well, we need to wrap.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you guys. That was
Yes.
2 hours and 5 minutes
Of rambling.
rambling, but it was RC related this time.
It was all RC.
All RC. Didn't even get to talk about food. How I haven't had Burger King in a while.
Or donuts. You know, I
That's
went
it
and
for,
got donuts.
Harley.
That
Hey, dude, I just saw a sign for those. What sticks did you call them?
maple bars,
No, but you call them something else for here.
Long Johns.
Long Johns. So we were just going to the boat on Friday, and I saw a sign for this like apple orchard type thing, and they were advertising Long Johns.
Yeah.
I swear I'd never heard of it. I was telling my wife, I'm like, Pablo did not believe me. I'm like, I'd never heard of Long Johns. She's like, because I saw the sign, I put it out to her. I'm like, I know what those are. They're like some kind of like maple thing, like a bar, like donut thing. Pablo just told me about them. She's like, what the heck are you talking about? Like the Long John. That's fine.
So the next morning I went out to my donut spot and I was like, can you believe this guy? He said he's never heard of this. And the guy was like,
never heard of him.
He goes, where's he from? And I go, East Coast. And you know, I said, Michigan. He goes, oh yeah, they don't have those out there. I was like, shut up. And he's like, no. He goes, because they're mostly like Dunkin's or there's another franchise.
Oh no, we have a lot of homemade stuff here. We got
well,
a lot of places don't, but Michigan, because of the apple orchards and stuff, a lot of homemade. So there is some Johnson's thing. Like we've got local, like that was the thing I missed in Virginia.
Yeah.
Like they had Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme. I'm like, what the crap is this? These aren't donuts. Like these are like air. Like
okay, so I talked to the guy to see what it took to get them and to ship them. He's like, come on a Sunday. He's like, we'll package them up and then you can overnight them. And I was like,
yeah,
done. So you're getting donuts for Christmas.
But well, I'm gonna head back up there with the boat, and we want to go to that apple orchard because my wife saw they had like cider or slushy, apple cider slushies and stuff.
That's good.
And she's like, we need to go there.
Do you have that soul pop? I forgot what it's called. Something soul. Do you have that? It's apple pop. It's delicious. We have it out here.
I haven't heard of it.
So good.
No, but we got tons of apple stuff by us.
Yeah.
There's apple trees galore out here.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing like on the east side of the state where we used to go to these little farms with there are, but it wasn't like there where you had the barn and inside the barn was this awesome like little shopping area, but then they had donuts like cinnamon donuts or like powdered donuts or just plain, like very simple, you know, and then ciders and apples like and
a couple weeks ago.
And then corn mazes and all the like rides on the tractors and all the junk.
Yeah.
So anyway, still never heard of Long John's but I just saw a sign, so we're going to go back. I said, Pablo will be so proud. I'll take a picture.
Yeah. It's probably not even the real thing. You're going to be like, what is this?
Yeah, it's probably not. Anyway.
It's fine. All right.
See you guys.